What's going on, folks? I'm about to show you how you would use a metric torque wrench, which is what this is right here. A metric torque wrench actually measures in inch pounds, as you can see in the middle where it says inch pounds at. Basically, it has the arm right here, basically you use for leverage when you're, like, say, breaking a bolt or tightening something that you're doing. A lot of times you'll be using a metric torque wrench working on stuff like motorcycles, ATVs, and things like that, because normally they have metric screws on that's a little bit smaller, which is why you will notice that the actual connection part that you would use, like say to put your socket or something on, is just a little bit smaller than what you would normally have on a torque wrench that's used for, like, for foot pounds for like vehicles and stuff. And what you'll notice is in the middle you'll have your dial that you can actually spin back and forth either way, as well as your hands. So the orange hand pretty much is the hand that basically is going to move. Both of them will actually move, but the orange hand is the one that will go to the desired torque, and then it normally will return back to where you set it at. For example, say I wanted to put 25 inch-pounds of torque on something. First, what I would do is turn the outside dial to set the orange hand to 0. Then I would want to take my blue hand and set it to that line right there, which is in between 50 and 0. Those little lines represent 5 pounds, 5 inch-pounds each. So basically start at 0 and you count up like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that white dark line represents 25 inch-pounds of torque. So now that I have it set like that, what I would want to do is I'm going to grab a pair of vice grips and use that to represent, like, say a bolt or something I'm trying to tighten. So I'm just going to stick it on the end like that. And what you'll notice is, let me reset it back to the 25 spot. So now that it's set, now what I'm going to do is put pressure basically on, like I'm tightening it. And see the orange hand go up there to meet the blue hand. And now when I take the pressure off of it, the orange hand goes back to 0, and the blue hand lets me know that basically that's where I wanted my torque to be at. Or what I could have did is basically just leave the blue hand right there and then tighten to the desired torque, say 25 pounds. And when I let go, the orange hand will still go back to the 0, and the blue hand is going to stay where I torqued it at. So this is important because, say for example, you just want to tighten something and it tells you that it needs, say, 25 pounds of torque. You want to make sure that you get the correct torque that it calls for, because if you under tighten it or over tighten it, it can lead to problems. But say for example you tighten this and then you find out later that, okay, you were supposed to have, say, 50 pounds of inch torque on this, or inch pounds on it. So what you can do now is you can turn the outside part and start your orange hand right at the 25 pounds where you know that you tightened it last time. And then either you can take your blue hand and move it to the 50 and then tighten until the orange hand meets that and then stop. That way you know that you have the 50 pounds. Or you can just leave your blue hand right there with the orange hand and then tighten it, and it will leave it right there at your 50 pounds of torque now. That way you know exactly how much torque that you have on it. The same thing works the other way. Say for example that you find out that no, you were supposed to only have 50 pounds or say 25 pounds of torque on it. So what you can do is you can take your blue hand and spin it back around. This thing gets stuck sometimes. Hold on. Okay, I can spin it back, say to the, I know now that I have 50 pounds of torque on it because I took it up. So I want to set my orange hand at 50 because that tells me exactly what I have on it now. And I could take the blue hand and say put it back at 25 pounds. And then what I can do is basically unloosen, or I can loosen, not unloosen, that's basically tighten, but I can loosen the bolt now by just unloosening it until the orange hand meets with my blue hand. Now that's going to tell me that, okay, now I have 25 inch-pounds of torque on the bolt now. Or what I could have done is just put the blue hand back on the 50 where I started at, and then still loosen it. Actually, that's the wrong way. Still loosen it, and it'll take it to that. Then I take the tension off of it. The orange hand is going to go back to where I set it at, and the blue hand will stay right there where I basically loosened it to, which would be 25 inch-pounds. So basically I took off 25 inch-pounds off of the bolt or whatever I'm working on. So as you can see, that you can do multiple different things. I mean, you can have something where you may start at 100 and you need to, say it tells you on the specs of it that this bolt's been tightened to 100 inch-pounds. But say you want to loosen it back up to 50 inch-pounds. So you will start at 100, which it tells you it was tightened at. And then you can match your hand with this one, and then you can basically pull it to loosen it back to 50 or whatever your desired inch-pound pressure may be on that bolt or screw. Alright folks, once again, this is how you would use a metric torque wrench to tighten or loosen bolts or screws on something. A lot of times stuff like motorcycles, ATVs, things like that will use inch-pounds and with the metric type screws and bolts on them. So once again folks, this is how you would use your metric torque wrench. I'm going to also be making a video showing how to use your standard torque wrench, which is what you use a lot of time to tighten up screws and bolts on things like cars, trucks, and all that. Alright, please check out our other videos and please subscribe. Thanks.